ALCATRAZZ and New England bassist Gary SHEA was recently interviewed by Metal Mike for the 80s GLAM METALCAST podcast. SHEA was promoting ALCATRAZZ's recently released studio album V. SHEA played in the band Warrior with guitarist Vinnie Vincent before the latter ended up joining Kiss in 1983. Vinnie sent New England a tape of his songs, and an audition was set up. New England liked what they heard on Vinnie's cassette so much that they decided to learn the whole set of songs in preparation for Cusano's audition. The four hit it off, but it was obvious that this was a new band, soon to be christened Warrior. Fergie Henriksen was brought in to allow Vinnie to concentrate more on guitar. Despite making some very good music, Warrior's career came to an abrupt end before it had even started when Vinnie was offered the opportunity to join Kiss full-time and become Vinnie Vincent, before eventually forming Vinnie Vincent's Invasion. SHEA was asked about what it was like playing with Vincent, to which he replied,
His problem is he can't make up his mind on things. So we'd work on a song, and the next day, it would have to change it all around again. And then on the third day, that song would be changed a second and third time. And it's like, it sounds great the way it is. Let's move on to the next song. And he'd be analyzing everything and making phone calls with Ford and Warner. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Driving people crazy. He drove the guys in Kiss crazy. Bill told me that he was calling him 30 times a day, asking questions. What about this? What about that? And they're saying, just stop calling. So he got himself booted out of the camp, unfortunately. And he was a good guy, but he had a lot of nervous energy. And then after he was in Kiss, then he decided he had to become YNGWIE MALMSTEEN. That was the wrong road to go down, I think, because he was a great guitar player. Before he was playing more like Jeff Beck, more like, say, Foreigner, more like Mick Jones, where just, tasty guitar. Wasn't trying to be a guitar hero kind of thing.
Right.
And then his own thing, to me, was just all the high vocals and screaming guitars, and just wasn't as good as what we had been doing, because I thought the stuff we were doing was going to go right to the radio and we'd be doing great. It was right in that time of 1980, 82, 83, and the music he wrote was just perfect for the radio, as was Lick It Up. We were working those songs before Kiss did.
Yeah.
And the Boys Are Gonna Rock, that kind of stuff. So we were working on that stuff, and then they moved into full-time with those guys. He took all the songs and became Kiss songs. Some of the stuff they've reworked and changed the titles to it.
Yep.
So, again, me and Jimmy are connected to the Kiss thing.
Right? Yeah, talk about that family tree. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but most of that stuff, you're right. Boys Are Gonna Rock, I think, became on the 8th Day, on Lick It Up, and then all that shit went on his 2 solo albums. He did all, like, No Substitute and Baby O and all those songs. Those all ended up on his solo album. So,
and we did a Warrior release on Cherrywood Records of all basically my demo tapes, my rehearsal tapes, and you can hear us playing those songs live. And we have Fergie Fredrickson singing with us that day. We're kind of auditioning people, and Fergie eventually joined Toto.
Right.
And he sounded great. And you can hear Vinnie in the background talking, and we do those songs, Betrayed, and Boys Are Gonna Rock and stuff. And you can hear my bass. And it's like the bass like a freight train. It's right near my amplifier. But the point of those tapes was that it was my study tapes that I would tape myself for a day, go home, listen to, and go, okay, tomorrow I'm going to change that and change this. And but that's the only stuff ever recorded of us. There was a demo tape done at the record plant, and those songs were on there too. There's also the live stuff, and I just tell people, go listen to that live stuff, because it's just shows you how the band sounded live. There was no studio tricks or added people or string sections or that stuff. Just raw rehearsal, and we thought this was going to be a great band, and it just went by the wayside. So,
thank you for tuning in, and please hit that like button. It's appreciated. Make sure that you subscribe for more rock-related content.